attack. Okay, there we go. Oh, heart. Thank you. I shall take. But anyway, we have this dilemma. We normally need a boss key, but I don't have a boss key. We can find an alternative, though, for getting through. To do this glitch, this is a dry storage glitch. Again, storage meaning that it involves the Wind Waker. Basically, you want to get on this bottom ramp, or what do you call this? Just a ledge, I guess. It's the first ledge that has a chest on top of it. You want to grab up onto it and kind of nudge yourself into the corner as far as you can go. And as you climb up, use the Wind Waker and do the storage glitch that I showed earlier by putting it away right before you hit the ground when you're falling down. You have to be able to fall down though, or else the glitch won't work. A little late that time, but I could try again. Okay. This is one of those situations where it's like, it wants to work with me and then it doesn't want to work with me. There we go, I got it though. Okay, put it away, and we're going to do chest storage, meaning that when we open a chest, we don't get the item out of it, but by activating it, we can do this. Or not, because I didn't quite go up at a good angle. But yeah, the item that's in the chest is basically being stored in virtual data right now. And I kind of glitched through the wall, because we can actually get to where the boss room is at. Maybe. Okay, there is some very weirdness going on. Okay, I don't think I did the glitch properly. No, I didn't. But chest storage is still active, so I can try again. Oh, come on. That totally should have went through. Okay, try again. Go up the left side of the wall here. I don't know why I'm not clipping through the other side. Basically, this glitch allows you to clip through the wall. Like that. There, I finally got it. This boomerang's broken? How so? Oh, you can one-shot the Boko Babas. Well, that's... When I say broken, I mean, like, it has a connection with making glitches work. The boomerang against Boko Babas is just powerful, not so much broken. But anyway, we got our first major boss. Now this is weird. Unlike other Zelda games, it doesn't show the names of the bosses like when you confront them. This is Goma though, for those who are wondering. And I took damage right away. That was embarrassing. Basically, you see Valu's tail hanging though. And yes, we have very questionable things going on. But yes, it causes the ceiling to fall on Goma. And for some reason, Goma is stupid enough to keep pushing this rock back up onto the ceiling. I don't quite get it. But hey, if he wants to take damage, that's his fault for putting it back up there like that. But yeah, all the shaking and rumbling causes the tail to move the rock down so that it'll fall on Goma. We can't really damage Goma right now because he has, or she, or it, whatever its gender is, if it has a gender, has this shell protecting it. Sword's not quite strong enough to break through it. But the rock can cause it to crack. I don't know how I took damage like that. That was very weird how that worked. But one more time should do it. Oh, did you have to bring that up, Blue Toad 9? It's bad enough that we see it from him, but please don't say it yourself, even if you are showing an example. I mean, you are proving the point. so okay. I'll let it slide this time. Hey, don't retreat, you coward. I'm taking a lot of damage from this guy, by the way. And there should be no reason for it. But we defeated him anyway. At least he is a bit more threatening than the original Goma from Ocarina of Time. Nah, not really. He tried, though. Yay, Link is all happy. Like, I love that about this game. Link has like a victory dance whenever a boss is dead. I actually really like that. Okay, and before we die another horrible, painful death, let's go ahead and get our heart container. And let's get out of here. Yeah, Kirby's a troller. That's who they were talking about. And yeah, he's bothered a lot of people from what I've heard. Not just Blue Toad 9, but Slim Kirby, Madame Wario, Madame Toadstool, I think even. And pretty much anyone part of the CSS crew. Valu the dragon is now happy. Now what was weird about the plot here was that the King of Red Lions told Link to go see Valu because he thought he had the Din's Pearl, but Kamali has it, not Valu. So how did Kamali end up getting Din's Pearl? I don't know if it had anything to do with Medli's grandmother getting it somehow, or what, but it just seems strange that Kamali has the pearl and not Valu. Speaking of Din's Pearl, though, that's exactly what he gives us. I want you to take this, Link. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things. You received Din's Pearl! This is the gem the Ritos claim was passed down from the Great Goddess. The Great Valu is grateful to you, Link. See, it even calls him Link. Like, I have to say anything. Well, I named the character Link, but still. Anyway, yes, foreign text. I don't know if that's supposed to be based on a real language. It doesn't look Japanese. Because I've seen Japanese text after playing through Ocarina of Time Japanese version, and that is not Japanese text. I don't know if it's made up, or if it's supposed to be based on, like, some Indian language, maybe? It's actually... the language in the game is called Ancient Hylian. But my question is it supposed to be based on a real language or not? Now, I do know on Link to the Past, the original gibberish that was on that game that required the Book of Medora to translate, the original version of the game was actually Egyptian symbols, but when it got released to America, they changed it to absolute gibberish that meant nothing. I guess for controversial reasons of blending languages, I don't know. But the original Hylian language on that game was actual Egyptian, Egyptian. Anyway, we're going to get our first baton song. Hey, it's a Epona song, except not really. I only said it's a Epona song because it's actually the same direction of the notes. Again, the direction you point the Wind Waker doesn't really seem to reflect on the accuracy of the pitch of the notes. But we get the Wind's Requiem, one of the most used songs in the game. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. Oh, we got this little frog. The name's Zephos. I'm the god of winds. So you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Oh, there's the title. Great, great. For a beginner, you got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. As we found out, you want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother, Cyclos, is miffed about his monument here being broken. Now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. Hint, hint. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. And that was a great laughter. And hey, I still have the Tingle Tuner active. I don't know that I need it for anything, but I guess I'll leave it on. I'll find out if it still works in the ocean at least. Probably not, knowing my luck. There's nothing else I really want to do here. I mean, I could get a bunch of optional things like heart pieces and all that, but I'm not really that worried about it. It would seem that Ganon sent those monsters to this place, and I'm not doing it in your voice, pardon me. But that would mean there is no time to lose. We must depart at once for the place where the next pearl sleeps. We sail to the south. Oh, I guess we have to change the wind. That would help. He even said in his little speech there, to the south, giving a hint what to do. Okay. And that was a very awesome shot of your mouth. Okay, well, I guess we don't really need the Wind Waker out for anything else. Oh, I think a automatic cutscene's about to happen here. Oh, there he is, the Fishman. Hoy! Hold it right there, small fry. I always thought, like, when I looked at the official art for this character, he's talking about our sea chart, by the way. You have to basically use the all-purpose bait at every island to get him to paint the island on your map for you. Although some are automatic, as you've seen already. But yeah, there he did Dragon Roost Island for us. And he also gives you like a hint about the island or something about the game. Like he's talking about the cave in the backside of Dragon Roost Island, hinting at something that we'll need to think about later on. But anyway, I was saying about like when I looked at the official artwork for the Fishman, I always thought he had a cigar in his mouth, and here I come to realize, no, that is not a cigar, that is a paintbrush. Hoy, you there, you kingly red lion guy. That's it, I've repaid my debt. I'm done. You take care of the rest. And another hint that they have something more in common than what's actually present. Dialogue like that gives hints that more is going on between characters in the game, such as the King of Red Lions and the Fishman. Anyway, we're headed down to the next island, Fire Mountain. This is another one of those places in the game. Funny enough, if you're able to look at the beta of this game, you're able to find that... Oh, and the fish is over here. You're able to find that there's actually several unused rooms in Fire Mountain. So many people like to think that this is one of the areas of the game where a scrap dungeon can be found at. Or was supposed to be at, I mean. Because, as I said earlier, I believe the game actually was supposed to have 9, and there's only 7. So, yeah. But this place right here is pretty much one of the locations that hints one of the places that was supposed to have a dungeon, and it did not end up having one. Another thing that hints at that is the fact that there's an item hidden inside Fire Mountain that's important to the quest. You see that there volcano that's spewing out lava like there's no tomorrow? Yeah, well, they say there's a great treasure hidden inside the thing, as I just said. But yeah, like... Oh, I completely skipped all that. That's okay. Basically, he was telling you where you have to find yet another item to be able to enter the volcano. Can't do that too much later though, so just gonna keep moving. And here's mid sailing comes into place at. The Tingle Tuner is still working, by the way. And I don't want to go anywhere too hot. No, sir. That's what he's telling me. I had to look at the screen to see what he was saying to me. On the Game Boy Advance SP, that is. See, it's kind of amazing that the Tingle Tuner is still working. Again, though, we are in an area that had a map, as I said before. Tingle Tuner should normally only work in places that have maps. What time is it? Looks like it's after 9:30. A little bit more, and then I'm going to call it quits for this stream. I wish I could have got more done, but I mean, I still feel like I got a decent amount accomplished. And I'm not sure why I heard the enemy music just now, because I did not see anything near me. Anyway, throw some more bait for this guy. I will go ahead and say it is very annoying to get every single island on here, but this is how you have to get it so that you can get information on your sea chart. It's not required, but it makes finding buried treasure with the sea charts a whole lot easier. And that's the other purpose of the grappling hook. And here he's telling you that you should keep fairies in bottles. And there's some hidden in a submarine in the island to the south of here. But it makes finding treasures a lot easier if you do get the map layouts of the islands you visit. And this is Eastern Triangle Island. Nothing we can do here yet, but we will return later on. It's actually very vital to the plot. Oh, there's an Octorok. Maybe that's what was appearing earlier and I didn't see it. Sail pumping for the win. Tingle is getting sleepy, according to the Tingle Tuner right now. Oh, I guess because it's changing to nighttime. I had to figure out what he was talking about for a second. Okay, and here we are at Bomb Island. I see the submarine way in the distance. It's over there to the right, but the fishman's on the left. Go ahead and talk to him first. Bomb Island has an interesting feature to it, actually. It's one of the few places where you can find a Goron in this game. He's actually optional to interact with. It's for another side quest that I probably won't be showing in this playthrough. Folks fly on leaves there. What's... Tingle's like distracting me, by the way. I keep looking back and forth on my Game Boy Advance SP. That's the other thing. You know, with the Tingle Tuner, the exclusive dialogue that's on your Game Boy Advance SP by using it. Oh, I completely skipped that, but basically he was telling us that the ghost ship can appear here sometimes, depending on the phase of the moon. I don't think it appears here by default, because the first time the game reaches nighttime, I don't think the moon's in the correct phase for the ghost ship to appear. At Bomb Island, that is. But it can appear here. Grapefish Isle is personally one of the easiest places that I can find that place at, or find the ghost ship at, just because you get a song later on that lets you change the time of day. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explore the submarine. This is one of those kill all enemy scenarios. Okay, that stupid rat. The rats have a tendency to drop a lot of rupees, kind of like they did on Twilight Princess. If there's rupees laying on the ground, it will lure them, and I just picked them up. I shouldn't have done that. But it's a good way to distract them if you're trying to kill them, because they move really fast. Oh, no you don't. Oh, I thought I killed you. Now I did. And what were you doing all this time? Parry attack, but I missed. That sucks. There we go. Okay, I guess you don't have to kill all the rats, because the chest appeared. But we get another empty bottle. The bottles, personally, on this game, this is probably one of the easiest games to collect the bottles on, because they're not really in locations that are like difficult or out of your way. They're kind of just there, and you can get them easily. This was probably the hardest bottle to get, in all honesty. The other two, there's one on Windfall Island, and I know there's... I'm trying to think where the last one is. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy not thinking where it is. I know it's something easy, though. And we're going to completely ignore that platform. I know there's like spoils and stuff you can get on them, but I'm going to completely ignore them. I don't remember if Forest Haven automatically fills in on the map for you or not. I don't think it does, but I'll find out soon enough. Yes, do you not see what rises up from the horizon? That is where you must go, Link. The Forest Haven. I do like the music that plays here. And this is an example of what I was talking about earlier with the Celtic influences in the game. Because songs like this have the instruments that remind you of Ireland. It's not just this song, but there's a large amount of composition in the game that has that Irish Celtic feel to it. Anyway, King of Red Lion says that he already senses that Ganondorf has had an influence here. Forest Haven did not fill in on the map, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that quick. And I think I saw the fishman. He was like right over here, actually, so that was convenient. Throw the bait, and away we go. Sorry I wasn't paying attention to the chat again. Will I LP Skyward Sword at some point? It's a long game. That's all I have to say about it. If I do, it won't be anytime soon. I'll put it that way. It's a pretty good game, but it does have some annoyances about it that I don't particularly care for. And it actually is an annoyance that's on this game too. The overworld exploration is just so shallow. Like on Skyward Sword, the overworld I was so disappointed with. Like I actually like the Loftwing, but I hate having to explore to like all these tiny floating islands again that have like almost no purpose except having treasure chests on them. That they don't even activate until you've done something on the Hyrule overworld. And that's the other thing too. The Hyrule overworld was like limited in the sense that you had to solve puzzles to actually get anywhere around on there. And Zelda is really supposed to be focused on exploration and not like for the overworlds it is, and not just like one puzzle after another till you get from one side of the map to the other. You know, that's what dungeons do, not the overworld. I feel that's something that that game was lacking in. Just, that's my personal feel to it. And then there's Fee, which I think you guys know my feelings about her. The robot. Okay, here's a glitch I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop on the tree branch and not fall in the water. Actually, I don't think you have to do it at the tree branch. There's like more than one place you can do this at. Again, it involves the Wind Waker. Surprise, surprise. Can I could probably just roll to it. Let's try this again. Oh wow, Beetle Ship actually pushed the King of Red Lions there. That was kind of weird. I'm going to do what's known as a Wind Waker dive. Hopefully I'll fall into the water. And I didn't. I fell off the ledge instead. I could try again though. It's just right there. Oh wow, I was like somehow floating there. Okay. I think the branch is supposed to push you off somehow. Like the small branch on this tree. Okay, that didn't quite work for me. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other ledge then, since I wasn't really able to do that trick on the tree branch. I will get rid of this thing now, because it's annoying. Oh, and there's another one right there. Oh, new collectible. Okababa seeds. We talked about this earlier. Okay, sorry, there's a lot in the chat going on. What exactly am I doing? I'm sorry, there's a lot of text going on right now, it's hard to keep up with. I'm trying to do a Wind Waker dive so that I can have an alternative for entering the forest without having to fully go through all these puzzles to actually reach where the Deku tree is at. Not really so much puzzles, just it's a longer way of reaching him. Oh, Oh, I almost had it there. Shoot. Okay, well it seemed easier to activate there, so I might actually do it there instead of the tree branch. It's basically a glitch, and you'll see what it does here in a second once I properly show